Welcome to Information Technology. Topic Advanced Web Designing. Subtopic CSS Properties and External CSS. CSS in HTML5. As you know, the CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. We had learned in the last sessions. It describes how HTML elements are to be displayed on the screen, paper, or in other media. And it is used to set the style in web page contain HTML element. It says the background color, font size, font family, color, etc. Property of elements in web pages to make the web page more attractive, because HTML5 create a plain HTML document, but if you use the CSS, you can create your HTML web page or website more attractive by using the CSS properties and values. Now, what is property? Last session also we had learned that property is a type of attribute of HTML element. It could be color, border, background color, text alignment, etc. etc. Let's see once again one more example of the style. How to create a style, what has to be used to create a style. While creating the style, you must use the selector and the declaration block. The selector here in this example selector, I use the H1, and the declaration block is given. The color is property, yellow is the value, and font size also is the property, and 11 pixel is the value. So values are assigned to the CSS properties. In this example we are just now we see saw that yellow is assigned to the color property, and 11 pixel value is assigned to the font size properties. CSS properties. The properties, first property is given the color. It is used to change the color of the text. So value is color name. For example, red, green, blue, etc. The example is given. Look here, example, we use the H1 tag. Here H1 brace bracket color colon maroon, and then the brace bracket completed. So this way you can write you can use any color name by using the color property. The next property is given here, background color, which can apply to the background color to the page. It said the background color in your web page. Value will be color name, and the example is given here, body. Suppose you want to give the background color to the page, so you must use the body tag. In the base bracket you can write here background dash color, then colon yellow, name of the color. So background color will be the yellow color for your page. Next property is font weight. Suppose you want to make the text bold, so it is used to make the text bold. The value will be the bold, or 100, 200 till 900 you can use as a value. The example, let us see the example. So here it is given the paragraph tag. In the paragraph tag you want to use the value 300. So in this 300 the text will be shown in the bold. You can use the bold also straight away instead of using the value. Font style. There are different type of styles are there: bold, italic, underlines. If you use the font style property, it is used to italize the text. Value italic, oblique, or normal. Okay, so paragraph tag I use here, then curly bracket font style equal italic. Complete the brace bracket. Here the font style is a property and the italics value. Here you can write bold also, underline also, so it will display the bold text, underline text. The text decoration, next property is given text decorations, and it is used to decorate the text. Means if you use the strike through marks, it will display the cancellation mark on your text. That is called strike through effect. Underline, you want to show the underline, means line below the text, then you can use the underline. Overline, this will display the line over the text. Okay, and the next one, to remove underline from the link. So you can use, these are the different uses of the text decoration. So value you can give line through, underline, overline, or you don't want to show any line, then none. Examples are given here. Paragraph, in the brace bracket text dash decorations underline, means here you will get underline to the text. Next, A tag use, and here text decoration none, means you will not get any underline to the text. There will be no effect, there is no decoration. Next property is text align. Suppose you want to align the text in your web page to the left side, right side, center, or justify, you can use this text align property. It has a value left, right, center, or justify. Here is the example is given: h1 in brace bracket text dash align colon center, means if you use this type of example in your web page, the text will get align center. The text will go to the center align in your web page. Next property is font family. Font family means if you want to change the font of your text, then you can use the font family. It will change the appearance of the text. So it is used to change the appearance, it is used to change the control of the font. So value will be the font name, and the example you can see here, you want to use for a full paragraph in your web page, then you can use a paragraph tag font dash family colon Arial, means here Arial font effect will be given to the text. So this is the use of the font family. So altogether we have learned today color, background color, font weight, font style, text decorations, text align, and font family. These are the different properties, and these are the values we have to assign to the property, because the CSS syntax tells us first you have to declare the property and then you can assign the value to the property. Now let us see the example by using all these properties in one program. I have written one program, and in that program I use some of these properties and the value. Let's see the example. So last session also we have done how to write internal CSS program by creating the style, CSS style. So let us see once again. We'll start writing the program. You know, the first tag we use, that is exclamation doc type HTML. The second tag is HTML. After this tag you have to type head tag. After head tag you have to start with the style tag, because here you have to create a style. It's called CSS. So in the style tag, which style you are going to create, for what you are going to create, that you are going to use here. For here I use the h1 tag, and in h1 tag I have created the background color, and the red name is given for the color, means background color colon red, and this property will give the red color to the text, and the text will be printed in the large font size. Next, h2, here I use this text decoration property, and the value I use underline. Next property I use text align, and the value I use center, means the text will be displayed with the underline and the center alignment in the web page. Next, I have given font style to the paragraph, that's why I use the P tag. The font style is italic, and the font family is given Lucida handwriting, means the full paragraph will be displayed in the italic style and the Lucida handwriting font. Then you have to create a style tag. So here I have created three style. First style I use h1 tag for background color. Second style I have created, here I use h2 tag, and that is used for the text alignment, center, and underline effect. Next style I have created for the paragraph. The paragraph will be displayed in the italic and the Lucida handwriting font. Is called font family. Then you have to close the style tag. Once you close the style tag, you have to close the head tag. One thing you remember, whenever you are creating the style, that should be create in head section, not out of the head section. Okay. Next tag is body tag. In this body tag, which style you have created here, that you have to use for the text. Now h1 style is created over here. I am using h1 for this statement. So the internal style set is applied on this heading. So close the H1 tag. Then H2, Don Bosco I have written. Here H2 I have created the style text decoration underline and the align center. So your Don Bosco word will be displayed with the underline and it will go to the center of the page. Okay. Then third style I have created for the paragraph. Font style italic and font family Lucida handwriting. So this paragraph will not be affected, it's written, but it will display the font style italic, font family Lucida handwriting. Then close the body tag and then close the HTML tag. So this is an example of internal CSS with different properties and values. Some of the properties are already used and I have shown you this example. Let us see what will be the output of this program. So this is the output of the program. Look at here in this output, I have used background color red. That's why you can see the background color red in H1. The internal style set is applied on this heading is given here. Background color is given. This CSS style ka. The Don Bosco I use the alignment center and the text decoration underline. That's why it shows underline and Don Bosco word to the center of the page. And this paragraph will not be affected. Here I use only italic style. Okay, and the font family Lucida handwriting. That's why this running script is showing here. Means the font is changed. So this is the output of the program. Next, and today you are going to learn one more style that is called external CSS. Before we are done internal CSS, now we are learning external CSS. Now what is external CSS? The external CSS style set, you can change the look of an entire website by changing just one file. Means here you have to create a separate file. In the internal CSS, what we have done, we have to write the code in the head section. We have to create the style in the head section. But in the external CSS, no, here you are not going to create a style in head section, but you have to create a new file separately and you're going to save the file with .css extension. You see the example now. For example, angular bracket link rel, we are going to use a link tag and rel attribute, relation attribute equals style set, type equal CSS, because we are going to create a CSS file. That's why text or CSS we are going to write here. href equal mystyle.css. This is mystyle.css is an external file, because external file having all the code you are going to create, that style will be included in this file. So that's why you are going to create a separate file for the CSS, external CSS. Now each HTML page must include a reference to the external style set. External style set file inside the link element inside the head section. An external style set can be written in any text editor and must be saved with a .css extension. If you not save your file with .css extension, it will not work, and it will not work as an external CSS. It has to be saved with .css extension. The external .css file should not contain any HTML tags. Means it should not contain HTML, head, title, etc. body. This tag should be not contained in this file. Here is how the mystyle.css file look like. When you're creating external mystyle.css file, that should contain body, brace bracket, background dash color. This is the property I use, background dash color, colon light blue. This is light blue is the value, means the background color of the page will be the light blue. Then I have completed over a brace bracket. Now I use h1 tag, and for the h1 tag I use color navy. The color is the property and navy is the name of the color, and this is the value I have given to the text. And margin dash left is once again property, and 20 px, this is the value is given, means you will see the text is from the left side 20 pixel front. Now complete the brace bracket. Now this way you have to create a css file and save with .css extension. I have given a name mystyle.css. Okay, both the files should be on the same locations when you're going to run the program. Now see the we'll see the example of external css program. External style are defined within the link element and inside the head section of a HTML page. Let's see how to write an example. Doc type HTML is the first tag you use to type program. Second, HTML. Third, head. After head, you're going to use the link tag with the rel attribute. With the rel attribute equals style sheet, because you want to create a external style. So style sheet required in double indented code. Type, what type of file you are going to create? CSS. That's why type equals CSS. And which file you are going to link with this link tag? So mystyle.css. This is the external CSS file you have created. That's why this link is given with the href attribute. Complete the head tag. Once you complete the head tag, start with the body tag. In the body section, you are going to write the h1 tag. This is heading. I have completed h1 tag over here, and then paragraph tag I use. This is the paragraph tag, and I have closed the paragraph tag over here. Then the body tag you have to close, and then the HTML tag. Once you run this program, you will see the background color which you use to create a CSS file that will be applied to the whole page, that light blue color, and the h1 tag you use, this is a heading, that also will print in a navy color, because you use the navy color for that creating the style. Let's see the output. Now see, this is the output. The background color you have created in the external style set was blue color, so it light blue is shown here, and this is heading, that navy color is shown over here, and this is the paragraph. We are not given any style for this. So this is the external CSS we have saved with the .css extension. That file effect is taken in this web page. So that is called external CSS. Internal CSS means you have to create internally, that all the code you have to write within the head section, but here you have to create a separate CSS file, store with the .css extension, save with the .css extension, and then you have to give the link to the web page. So the web page will display this type of output, and this is the output of external CSS.